Hey, welcome back to another Bold Statement Marketing Success Series video. John Lavenia here, and today I am going to give you the secrets. Okay, this is good stuff, okay? Today's video is called The Secret of Sales. That's what we're going to be talking about here. Because, you know, so many people get involved in home-based business, direct sales, network marketing, internet marketing, affiliate sales, etc. And they feel like they're not salespeople. Oh, I can't sell. Have you ever heard that objection? Like if you were doing some sort of recruiting activity and, you know, you heard somebody say, oh, it looks interesting, but I can't sell, right? Now, never mind that they're selling you as they're telling you that they can't sell, right? So right in there, we can get that anytime people are communicating, somebody's mouth is running, they're transferring an idea from one mind to another. That's sales, okay? That's selling. So sometimes when I'm doing workshops, and I'll ask people in the crowd, how many people here are in sales? And some hands go up, and a lot of hands don't. Are like, you know, this is a lesson now, okay? Yes, we're actually all in sales. Any parents in the room, right? Anybody ever got married? Everybody sold something, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna be a little bit more deliberate about it and stop being afraid of it, okay? And sell, while it is a four-letter word, it doesn't have to be treated as a four-letter word, okay? Nothing happens in life until somebody sells something, okay? Somebody's gotta sell, and make no mistake about it. You walk out on the street, you jump on the internet, you do anything, you turn on the TV, the radio, sales messages happening constantly. So I want to boil down the secret of sales and how you can get really comfortable with sales and what's the biggest sale you could ever make. I'm going to show you that right now. This has served me for years, and it's served so many people who I've mentored throughout the years. So selling. What is selling exactly? I'm going to break it down to one idea. Okay, certainly we can look up the word selling in the dictionary and Webster's definition and Oxford and everything else. But I'm going to give you my favorite definition of the word sales based on having made millions in sales and having observed what sales really is. And here it is. You may want to write this down. The transfer of enthusiasm. The transfer of enthusiasm. So just like before when I said, you know, my mouth is running, like right now, I'm selling you an idea. Okay, and you're either going to buy that idea or not. Okay, it's a very profitable idea if you buy it. Okay, I'm not charging you anything for it except a little bit of time. You're trading some time with me right now. Okay, cool. So I just sold you an idea, okay, just by communicating something, and you're receiving that idea. Now, if I'm enthusiastic about something, let's say my product, my service, or maybe not even something that I'm personally offering, let's say it's my experience at that movie I just saw. Okay, great example. I just went and saw this funny movie. You should have seen the guy. It was great. Oh man, we got to go see this movie together. Okay, was that sales? That was sales. Did I just cause you to be more enthusiastic about seeing this movie than you were 30 seconds ago? Probably the answer is yes, if we're in rapport, which is a story for another time. We'll do that in a different video. But, you know, if we've got the ability to communicate with each other because we've got a certain level of liking for each other and I've got your ear, I just increased your enthusiasm based on my enthusiasm. We're going to go see that movie now. Did I sell? I did. I sold. Did I get paid? In this case, probably not, right? Unless I'm the movie house, right? Or the director or something. Okay, but you get my point. So it's been argued that people do network marketing all day, every day, right? Every time they recommend or not recommend something, right? That's all network marketing. Whether or not they get paid for it, well, that's another question. Okay, so obviously if you're doing network marketing or some sort of an affiliate program, you are getting paid for it. So bravo, you deserve to get paid for it. What are you really doing? You're transferring enthusiasm. That's what sales is. Now, how do you transfer enthusiasm? This is kind of an interesting question. How do you transfer something you don't have? How do you give something you don't got? Okay, let's say you're brand new in the business. Here's the most important thing you got to do before you open your mouth and start transferring an idea about how great this is to everybody else. Okay, you got to sell it to yourself, because when we think about enthusiasm, which is that state of elevated emotional happiness, okay, enthusiasm, the last four letters of that word. And if you've been to like sales training seminars, you may have heard this before. The last four letters of the word enthusiasm, in the English language anyway, are IASM. Enthusiasm, IASM is the last four letters. Okay, now that's an acronym. What does that stand for? Write this down. I am sold myself. IASM, I am sold myself. So what do you do? What's the secret of sales here? What's the secret of way of being able to transfer enthusiasm? Sell it to you before you sell it to anybody else. Okay, so you grab a piece of paper and you write down, let's say on one side features and the other side benefits. What are features? Quantifiable, specific, objective facts. Okay, I'm selling this this remote control for the camera that I'm using right now. Okay, and it's made of durable plastic. Okay, and it's got the lens, right? And it's got the red button so I know when to start and stop, and it's got lots of good features. Okay, great. Now, why will those features benefit me? Like, what's the benefit of having the red button? Easy to find button. I don't have to keep reading all these, which command here? I just know it's the red button. On and off for that, to get those gears rolling, okay? So, and there's not actually gears in the camera, but you get the point. Why is that relevant subjectively? Okay, so objective facts are features, okay? Subjective benefits are what we sell to ourselves, and why. Oh, that movie was so funny. That's a subjective benefit. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna laugh, it's funny. Okay, I didn't say, oh, hey, buddy, we got to go see that movie. It was, 1 hour and 22 minutes long, and it had, it was filmed on the, the special Sony cameras with the thing, and the guy who did the mastering and the editing was the guy from the other movie. I didn't talk about all that, unless, me and my friend that I'm talking to are video production buffs, right? That we may say, oh, let's go great. Let's go see the editing work that they did. I hear it's tremendous editing. Watch this transition on this sequence, right? Most of us wouldn't have that conversation. I might, but in any event, features translate into benefits. Objective facts translate into subjective emotion-building experiences. Okay, now let's break this down to direct sales network marketing, business opportunities, okay? Sell it to you first. I am sold myself. Here's a few areas you want to focus on. Number one, obviously your product. Okay, if you don't have a product, you're in a money game and it's going to get shut down. Okay, so you got to have a product, service, something of benefit to offer an end user. It's got to be sustainable. And like we've talked about in another video, it's got to be exchange. Okay, there's no something for nothing here. And I know there's lots of money games running around there, but I tend to communicate, and I tend to attract people into these videos who have a little bit more purpose and all that. You want legitimacy and longevity and all that. So anyway, what's so great about your product or service? Sorry about the tangent, by the way. What's so great about your product or service? Sell it to you. What are the features? What are the benefits, right? And I don't know what kind of product or service you offer. In my case, I'm involved in educational programs, teaching people how to market online and basically how to make more money, okay, straight up. Okay, I'm all about personal growth, if you haven't figured that out yet. I'm all about education. Like Ben Franklin said, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, right? So what is the value, in my case, of what I offer? I help people become more able to make money and build their own confidence and to influence others and become known in the marketplace. I teach marketing, okay, and personal growth type stuff, salesmanship and everything. I mean, I've been studying personal growth and spirituality and all this kind of stuff for a couple of decades. So I know when I offer my product, that's the benefits that people are going to get. It's going to save them time. They don't have to study books for 25 years. Well, they certainly can, and I do recommend it. It's a good thing to do. But they're going to be able to get boiled down. Here's what actually works. Believe it or not, there's a lot of stuff out there in the marketing and the self-help world. And if you're new to all this kind of educational stuff, there's a lot of stuff that'll just keep you running around in circles. I mean, chasing secrets from false prophets and everything else. That's why I call this the secret of sales, right? Because it's everything's a secret these days. So in any event, you've got benefits for whatever your product or service is. Next item is your company, which could also include your compensation plan. Okay, you're offering an opportunity, great. This is why this is great. Sell it to yourself. Why is your compensation plan great? Okay, so you figure that out. Why is your company great? We could also say your team, okay, your team of people. That could be part of the company, right? These leaders are involved, and the high integrity of these people. Figure out for you why that's something you would buy. In fact, why did you buy it? Okay, why is that feature and benefit good for you. Okay, now you feel your enthusiasm goes up as you think about all these great things. Why am I involved with this, right? And then another area which a lot of people overlook because they feel like it's actually a worthiness issue. Check this out. You as an asset in that transaction. Okay, why is it great that people get to do business with you? And if you're brand new in the business, go back to the first video in this success series where I talked about what success actually is and the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and recognize yourself as successful simply by taking deliberate action each day. Okay, but what is it about you that makes you an asset to this transaction? Why should somebody get started with you? And believe it or not, this may seem wild, or it may seem, yeah, well, of course, okay? People actually buy you. Okay, I've been involved in multiple opportunities. I've had tremendous runs of success and had taken lots of people with me. We've made millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I've also seen companies crash and burn, total friggin' disaster. Okay, and then I've risen again. Why would anybody get started with me in multiple programs? Okay, because what they're actually buying is you or me or not, right? So keep this in mind. You must be an asset in that transaction, and you must know that you are. Check this out. In 1910, a guy named Wallace D. Wattles wrote a book called The Science of Getting Rich. And in that book, he talked about the impression of increase, that everyone you touch, you leave with an impression of increase. Even if you're just selling a piece of candy to a child at the candy store, that child leaves the store and their life is better from having met you and bought your piece of candy. Okay, you are an asset or not to that transaction. Make sure that you are. What's great about you? Are you committed? Are you a leader of people? Even if you're just getting started and you know where you're going, you have a goal, that makes you an asset. As opposed to the masses of people that don't have goals, they're a liability. They're just going to bumble around and ask a bunch of questions and never figure anything out and be dependent on the real leaders. Okay, are you someone who you would sign up with? I know I am, and that's why lots of people get started with me. Because I'm an asset to the transaction. And by the way, there's no competition for you. You get that? There's only one. There's only one John Lavenia. There's only one you. You better sell you to you. And then you know when somebody is talking to you and maybe they got an objection or something, or maybe they don't know, or should I do this, that. If for no other reason, the fact that you picked that product, that company, that team, and that you yourself is involved with it, there's a reason to get started right there. Sign right up. Okay, so this is the secret of sales. Sell yourself. I am sold myself. And I know when I open my mouth, when I write an email, when I place an advertisement, I talk to somebody on the phone, or I meet somebody at a conversation, whatever it is, I'm transferring real enthusiasm. And it doesn't have to be polished. Okay, we're not talking about putting on a show here, and what's your 30-second elevator pitch? Oh, who gives a damn? Okay, I'm talking about raw enthusiasm, a state of knowingness. That's why people get started. And if you don't have it, you're going to wonder why it's so hard to sell. That's the secret right there. Sell yourself, and then it's easy to sell everybody else because you're talking like you just talked about the movie, and you're not attached to it. You know, hopefully for their sake, they get started. But you know where you're going. And in that state of knowingness, remember, you can't give what you don't have. In that state of knowingness and enthusiasm and excitement, or whatever is authentically happening for you emotionally based on what you know you've got, these benefits, okay, some of that starts to get transferred to them now. People just want certainty, right? They want to know, you hear this word security and certainty and confidence, right? People just want to work with somebody of confidence. And I've had people get started with me in programs. They didn't know the details. They didn't have their questions answered. They hardly knew anything. They got started with me because they just saw it. They saw that I know. And because I know and I transferred a little communication to them, now they know a little bit more. It's very edifying. It's very uplifting for people just to be in association with someone who's going somewhere, who has some certainty and some knowingness about them. What's the product? Well, great news is a great product. What's the comp plan? Great news is a great comp plan. But the magic is they're buying you, and they get to buy you. You got to know. Okay? So, I went long again. Damn it! I know I could talk for hours and hours. Hopefully you got some benefit out of this. I'm sure you did. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear how this shows up in your life and in your business. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with your friends. And I will see you next time on another success series here with Bold Statement Marketing. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.